There's a man who walks through this world differently. He doesn't shout, he doesn't bend, he doesn't break. When the winds of chaos howl, when jealousy, rage, or despair claw at the hearts of others, he stands still, unshaken. His eyes carry a quiet fire, a depth that pulls you in, not with force, but with something far more dangerous: certainty. We've all seen him. We've all felt the pull. And the truth is, 99% of women fall for this type of man. Not because of wealth, not because of charm, but because of something ancient, something forged in the crucible of the soul. Who is he? He's not a mystery to unravel. He's a mirror to confront. He's the man who has stared into the abyss of his own destructive emotions and said, "No more." He's the one who has learned what the Stoic philosopher Seneca taught us centuries ago. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This man doesn't chase fleeting pleasures or crumble under fleeting pains. He builds himself brick by brick into a fortress of self-control. And we can do the same. Let's step into his world for a moment. Picture this. A woman watches him from across a crowded room. Others are loud, vying for attention, drowning in their own insecurities, but he's different. When someone hurls an insult, he doesn't flinch. When temptation beckons, he doesn't waver. When loss strikes, he doesn't collapse. She sees it, the way he moves through life like a river carving stone, steady and relentless. It's not arrogance, it's not indifference, it's mastery. And deep down, we all crave that mastery too. The Stoic legend Marcus Aurelius, a man who ruled an empire while wrestling his own soul, once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." This man doesn't waste time. He doesn't let anger dictate his words or fear steer his steps. He knows what Epictetus, another titan of Stoic thought, declared: "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When the world throws its worst at him, a betrayal, a failure, a storm, he doesn't curse the skies. He turns inward. He asks, "What can I control? What must I endure?" And in that question, he finds freedom. We can find it too. Why do women fall for him? Because he's a rare thing in a world of noise, a signal in the static. He doesn't need to prove himself because he's already fought the only battle that matters, the one within. He's not swayed by flattery or shattered by rejection. He's not a slave to lust or a puppet of pride. He's free in a way that most of us only dream of being. And that freedom, it's magnetic. It's the quiet power that draws us closer, that makes us want to stand taller, to be better. Because when we're near him, we feel the echo of what we could become. But here's the secret. This man isn't born, he's made. He's forged through the fire of discipline, through the choice to rise above the chaos of destructive emotions. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." How many of us have been crushed by shadows, by what might happen, by what others think, by what we can't change? This man doesn't. He lets go of the illusions that bind us. He focuses on what's real, what's now, what's his to command. And we can learn to do the same. Imagine this. A woman sits across from him, her life a tangle of doubts and fears. She's drawn to him not because he fixes her, but because he shows her what's possible. He listens, not to react, but to understand. He speaks, not to impress, but to reveal. He doesn't promise the world. He offers something better, a way to face it. And in his presence, she feels it, the pull to shed her own chains, to step into her own power. We've all felt that pull at some point, haven't we? That whisper that says, "You're stronger than you know." This is the Stoic way. It's not about denying emotion, it's about mastering it. It's about standing firm when the ground shakes beneath us. It's about choosing fortitude over fragility, reason over ruin. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This man lives that truth. He doesn't let resentment poison him or despair drown him. He builds a mind that endures. And we can build that too. So here we are, at the edge of our own story. The world will keep spinning, storms will rage, losses will sting, temptations will call. But we don't have to fall. We can be the ones who stand. We can be the ones who choose. We can be the ones who, like this man, draw others in, not by what we say, but by what we are. 99% of women fall for this type of man because he's a beacon of what we all seek. Control over ourselves, strength in our souls, peace in our hearts. Let's not just admire him, let's become him. Let's take the first step today, right now, and say no to the chaos within. Let's forge ourselves into something unbreakable. Because the truth is, we're not just watching this story, we're living it. And the next chapter, it's ours to write.